Welcome! Today we're making crispy sweet churros with a cinnamon sugar coating. We'll cover everything from preparing the dough to frying and coating. Let's get started and enjoy these delicious treats. Let's go over the ingredients. First, you'll need 1 cup of water and 2.5 tablespoons of sugar for sweetness. Add half a teaspoon of salt to balance the flavor. Then you'll need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to help bring the dough together. For the main dough, we use 1 cup of all-purpose flour. For frying, have enough vegetable oil to fill your fryer or deep skillet. Once fried, you'll coat the churros in a mix of half a cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon for that classic flavor. Optional for dipping are chocolate sauce or dulce de leche. These will complement the churros perfectly. Now, let's start with the dough. Let's start by preparing the dough. Take a medium saucepan and combine 1 cup of water, 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Place the saucepan on medium heat and bring the mixture to a boil. Once it starts boiling, remove it from the heat immediately. Then quickly stir in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Keep stirring until the mixture forms a smooth ball of dough. This should only take a minute or 2. The dough will come together and pull away from the sides of the saucepan. Now, let's move on to heating the oil and piping the dough. Heat oil for frying in a deep fryer or deep skillet to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Make sure to use enough oil so the churros can float and cook evenly. While the oil is heating, transfer the dough to a piping bag fitted with a large star tip. This will give the churros their classic ridged shape. Once the oil reaches the right temperature, carefully pipe 4 to 6 inch strips of dough directly into the hot oil, cutting the ends with scissors. Be cautious as the oil will be very hot. Pipe a few churros at a time to avoid overcrowding the pan. Now that your dough is piped into the hot oil, it's time to fry the churros. Fry them until they are golden and crisp, which should take about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You'll want to watch them carefully and turn them over halfway through to ensure they cook evenly. Once they're beautifully golden and crisp, use a slotted spoon to remove them from the oil. Let the excess oil drain off, then place the churros on paper towels to absorb any remaining oil. This will help keep them nice and crispy. With your churros freshly fried and still warm, it's time to coat them in cinnamon sugar. In a shallow dish, mix together half a cup of sugar with 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. This will give the churros their signature flavor. Take each warm churro and roll it in the cinnamon sugar mixture until it's fully coated. Make sure to do this while the churros are still warm so the sugar sticks well. Finally, it's time to serve your delicious churros. Arrange the warm churros on a serving plate. For an extra treat, serve them with a side of chocolate sauce or dulce de leche for dipping. These sauces complement the churros perfectly, adding a rich and indulgent touch. And lastly, here are some tips to ensure your churros turn out perfectly. First, maintain the oil temperature at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. This consistent heat ensures the churros cook evenly and don't absorb too much oil. When piping the dough, use a star tip for authentic churros. The ridges help hold the cinnamon sugar coating better. Before frying all your churros, do a test fry with a small piece of dough to check the oil temperature and ensure the dough holds its shape. Always be cautious when frying to avoid splatters and burns. Use a deep pot to minimize oil splashing. Lastly, churros are best enjoyed fresh and warm. If you need to reheat them, use an oven to keep them crispy. Enjoy your delicious churros.